morning. Today is April 7th. We have Teddy here going to Guangxi province, which is at the western part of Guangzhou. And we're going to see some amazing scenery. It's a very early train. It's not that early, not 7, it's 10 actually, but we didn't get sleep last night. The journey is about 3 hours and 10 minutes. And it is a non-stop train, meaning there will be multiple stops, but I don't have to transfer. But on the way back, we do have to transfer as we do not want to leave at like 1 something in the afternoon. We wanted to take advantage of like a longer day there. So, but even with the transfer, it only takes like extra 10 minutes. So it's like so convenient. Highly recommend to go. Even I'm not there yet, but I was actually there in 2010. So that was about 14 years ago. I know a lot has changed. So let's see if the scenery changed. But it's gonna be a much different experience than last time, because last time I joined a tour company because it was so long ago. The high-speed rail didn't exist yet at that time. It wasn't as convenient as now. We arrived at Guilin already, but today we're gonna also see one of the landmarks. It's called the Elephant Nose Mountain, but it's not actually a mountain. It's like a big rock, and there's a hole inside. It looks like an elephant's nose from far. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna see the night view, which is also near the hotel. But we need to get something to eat first because we are starving. We didn't eat breakfast, and because we wanted to save the room for the famous Lijiang. It's like a rice noodle. They have 4 different kinds though. Like not only the different type of noodle, but they also have it in different sauces and in soup. There are 2 ways. The dry way, which is with thin gravy, and the other way is with broth. But every single shop is different because the ingredient to make the soup, of course, is the secret ingredient, right? So I do recommend that you try that. It's really cheap, honestly. This is only 7 RMB. Patty's is 6 because hers is not spicy. I guess mine require more work, right? So it only equals to like 1 USD, even cheaper than pho. They make it on the spot as you order it. And usually around the morning and lunchtime, they get very busy. There's always a line. But because they're closing and it's right now it's 3 p.m., it is simple but strong, fragrant, mellow, and cheap. It's been served for over 2,000 years. Soon after, we arrived at Xiaoyao Tower. First built in the Tang Dynasty and rebuilt in 2015, is now a new landmark in downtown Guilin. Also, I do get why they rebuilt this, because the scenery from up here is actually really nice. It is because over up here, this is the third floor only, but you can still see that the mountains in the back and the water. It is really pretty actually, and the water is really yellowy because it's been raining. This is the Hall of the Scholars. In history, they had 8 scholars in Guilin, which is the western province of Guangzhou, which is the western part, And this is next to the Xiaoyao Lou, the Xiaoyao building. They're known to be really famous because they're smart people, the Guangxi people. And this guy is the first scholar ever in Guilin, and that was in the year 895. So this is the Hall of the Scholars. You will enter Dongxi Lane, only historical street left by the Ming and Qing dynasties. By restoring the old architecture of Qing styles, the alley turned to be a replica of old Guilin, and like a time machine that gives insight into the city's history and modern changes. Like East-West Aisle, that's how I translate it. I'm sure there's an official name. So that's where we are now, and I just got a fresh coconut juice. Teddy is buying souvenirs already. She's getting this paper fan, which are quite famous in Asia. Oh, they use the last name to make a poem, and then they will write it on the fan. That are like custom. And you can get it in 1 minute. That's what it says over here. So I found my magnets that I buy everywhere in the world. Perfect. Hi, alpaca.
It's so different from the ones that I see in Peru. It's so funny. So this is the name of the store, of this tea place. Ah, it's really nice ladies here. Thank you, 谢谢, 谢谢.
I do recommend that you come here, especially at night, because there are tons of restaurants and snacks and drinks that you can get after touring around the city.
A very, very typical thing in China, all the underground of pretty much any city or town you go to is full of stores and restaurants and shops. So don't underestimate any underground shopping area because it's got everything you can imagine. Snacks, souvenirs, Dairy Queen, even lottery tickets if you buy that, and drinks. Even like Pearl is crazy. It's got like everything. So underground malls in China are very, very, very developed. Look, pearls, literally pearls right here. It's just crazy, you know?
Elephant Trunk Hill is the landmark of Guilin. The hill looks like a giant elephant drinking water from the river. The green water of Li River and Elephant Trunk Hill combine to form one of the most famous hills and attraction in Guilin City.
We had arrived at the Elephant Nose Mountain in Guilin. And the last time I was here, 14 years ago, I was on like a yacht or a cruise over there looking from that side. But this time, we are on like, we had to walk over here because the water here is really high. It had been raining heavily every day. They said even the yacht has stopped running. So that's the reason why today we're not on those boats or a yacht or a cruise or whatever you call it, because they have different kinds. But so if you see over there, I don't know if you can see that it looks like an elephant nose, but it really does, at least from the other side. Yeah, it's absolutely wonderful to be back. We're currently at the Sheraton Guilin, and this is their breakfast. You will enter and you will see a juice and water bar, and then you will have coffee station over there, and of course the server can make it for you. For the Western breakfast, you will have the pancake, bread pudding, bread, and also all sorts of pastry, of course, like any other buffet. But I will tell you what is special here, buffet. Of course, you have all the normal bacon, sausages, eggs, all types of egg, even quail egg. But this is one of the specialty. And over there, I will first explain, this is the rice noodle station. As we said yesterday, this is the most famous specialty of the area, the rice noodle. There are all different kinds, right? You can have it with the soup, and then with all kind of condiments here, all of this. And then there's also a second kind, the one you can have with a thin gravy. Each restaurant has their own secret recipe. The meatballs and the eggs, and this is the sauce with the tofu. So you can have it just like that with the rice noodle, or you can have it with the soup. And if you like the spicy one, you can just add your own, which is their specialty. And then the other one is their yao cha. It is another specialty here. I know it might not look very appetizing. It's like a tea soup though. And then you, of course, add the condiments here again. So why do they have it? It's because Guilin is situated between all the mountains and all the water, right? So it is very humid here. So they drink all of tea soup to get rid of the humidity in the body. So that is the reason why they have to have the yao cha. And very healthy for you, I suppose. And this is the fruits, guava, and the salad bar. And of course the meat station meal as well. It's pretty cool. We had arrived at the Longji Rice Terraces. We just went to the long hair museum. It is talking about how all these ladies who are like 70 or in their 60s, how they can still have really long dark black hair without any gray or white hair at all. It's all because of the water. So I'm gonna further explain that in a little bit. It's amazing. We took the cable car to the village as we didn't want to hike for 2 hours. I highly suggest you to do that because we got a panoramic view of the ribbon-like terraces. It's only 60 RMB one way and 100 round trip. The area is like a big natural staircase made of rice fields. It's super pretty with all these green fields stretching out as far as you can see. The reason it's named Longji. It literally translates to like a back scale of a dragon. And the rice fields are like the scales of the dragon, are like the fish scales that you see on the fish. Because they are scales on dragon, right? From, that's the myth from thousands of years ago. And so when you look up in the sky, when you get like an aerial view from the sky, it looks like a whole backbone of a dragon with the scales. The whole cable car ride took about 20 minutes. You will enjoy the scenery that you get to see only up there. It is just gazillion rice field here in the background here, behind me. And it goes all the way beyond. We came up here by the tram. The elevation is about 300 to 800 meters. It's been here since the 1300s, so about 650 to 670 years old, because there are different areas, right? Some places were burned down from wildfire years ago, so they were rebuilt, but the ones behind me, they are the original. You can come all year long as the scenery changes every season and it's great for pictures. So it's really beautiful here. And I highly recommend you to take these photos. It is quite weird with this costume, but think about it. For 50 RMB, you can get down to the rice field like this. Otherwise, you cannot come down here unless you pay 10 RMB.
we had came back down from the mountain top to where we were this morning. If you can see over there, we were there this morning. Right now we're gonna have a very late lunch. It's already 4 p.m. But we used all the time that we needed to go up to the mountain. It was sunny and it has been raining the past 3 weeks here. We are so fortunate that there's no rain today and the sun actually came out. So we're like, forget about eating, just take as much pictures and videos as we needed when the sun is out. So right now we're gonna have dinner with this view. We had ordered the bamboo rice and the bamboo chicken, and they're actually literally doing it like right here. This is the name of the restaurant. It translates to Red Little Girl Restaurant or Red Sister Restaurant, and this is how they make it with the fire.
The bamboo chicken dish is cooked over an open fire inside those bamboo tubes. Smaller bamboo is used to cook the corn and the rice. They told us only in the countryside villages now can you enjoy this dish cooked over a real fire.
I asked them for chili oil because I love spicy food, so this is how much they gave me. And because since I'm here, I have to try their bamboo rice, even I don't eat rice. Wow, 太好了，这个很好吃哦。Yeah. I usually don't eat rice, but I have to try it here. Oh, the rice is really, really, really good actually, because they keep turning the bamboo when they make it over the fire. So the aroma of the bamboo shoot is actually already it goes into the rice. You get like a slight distinct flavor of bamboo shoot in the rice. Like a slight flavor, like an aroma. Not too strong, but just enough. Like it's the aromatic of the rice and of the bamboo in the rice. And now I'm gonna try the chicken. But first I'm gonna try it without the chili oil because I don't want to ruin the taste. So this is literally the chicken. Very, very juicy. And now I'm gonna try the vegetables. My favorite dish, so yummy. I love cabbage. I just found out that the rice that I'm eating here in the bamboo is ordered from the rice fields on the top from the mountain where we were. And the water that they wash it with goes into the museum that we were at earlier this morning. So many people love the farm to table experience. This is literally farm to table. The top of the mountain to the bottom of the mountain, we're eating the rice, eating the chicken, and the bamboo shoots from the area, because the bamboo shoots are from the bamboo trees, right? It's crazy. And we have a famous lady here, and they get the name of this restaurant from her actually. The staff of the restaurant told me that she's very, very famous, and she has even been on CCTV, which is the biggest Chinese station in China. That is huge. It's like a ABC or Fox or something like that. She told me that I can touch her hair. It's really no white and gray hair. It's crazy. Wow. She told me that I can touch because she's married already and with grandkids. Cause like
还没有白发，
真的没有啊。她说她she said that she's 60 years old and she has no white or gray hair, and all because of the rice water that they use to wash their hair, which they sell here in this town. Wow, her hair is 1.9 meter long. That is as tall as a 6'3".
世界上有很多的东西，你生不带来，死不带去。你能带走的只有自己和自己的脾气。
On our second night in Guilin, we finally found a lounge, that type of place with a view.
It is called the Star. What is it? Star Lounge, right? It's called Star Lounge. It's on top of it's on the 8th floor of a hotel. I will link it below. Because over here, there are only 2 places around here that you can have a view like this. Another one is it's more like a coffee shop and a restaurant but I wanted drink, right? So we can see both of the towers here. Back at the walking street, but it's already like 10:30 because we went to have drinks. So it's not as much people as I thought it would be because it's way past dinner time as well. But still a lot of the restaurants are open. It's 10:30 now. So lots of the restaurants are still open and shops. We've entered the suite at Sheraton Guilin. This is the living room, coffee machine, regular water, and the fridge. Usually I take really tutorial, but then I guess people really want to know what is inside the hotel room. So, it actually comes with like a drip coffee in this one, which is not a capsule. They also have espresso machine, not an espresso machine though. And then we will enter his bedroom, amenity kit. It is like the same room we got yesterday, basically. And then here's the bedroom. This is their lounge. So like all the other Marriott hotel, they do have some local food here. The local delicacy, of course, the fruit, salad, rib chicken, sausages, some stir-fried beef, and of course chili beef in spicy chili oil. And we have Chinese soup and some fried rice. And of course, a coffee machine, which you can have all day long. The happy hour here is from 5 to 7. They do have some rum and vodka.
We ended the night with a 90-minute massage. It was much needed. For next episode, you will see the real highlights of the trip, the breathtaking scenery at Yangshuo. You won't be disappointed. See you guys next week.